Okay.
Good day, everybody. Welcome to FX Street's coverage of the GDP with Valeria Bednarik, Mauricio Carrillo, and myself, Dale Pinkert. Thank you for choosing FX Street for your live coverage. Interesting day we should have today, Val.
Hi,
Guesstimates are what? Guesstimates are what?
hi there. How are you?
Uh,
Yeah,
uh,
indeed, it's a quite interesting day because I was thinking before we started the coverage that the dollar has been under strong pressure for the past couple of months. The first quarter data has been quite disappointing, and the GDP reading, the first reading for that first quarter was of 0.2%, right? Today we are
right.
having a second revision of that first quarter GDP reading, right? And it's expected to come out minus 0.8, meaning even worse. So guess that the market has been taking some profits out of the euro dollar bearish rally. But if you take a look at the charts, the pound is at multi-week lows, the yen is at 13 years high, and Aussie is also at multi-week lows. Gold broke below the 1200 level, meaning overall dollar is holding to its strength. Exception maybe by the euro, right? But anyway, the market may have think a bit that it has gone too fast towards the dollar, right? This earlier this week, uh, and what we have seen is market pricing in that minus 0.8%. My take is that if we get a reading anything above that, we'll see the dollar returning, right? Not to mention that if we get a reading above 0.2, we will probably see fresh highs against pound, yen, Aussie particularly, right? Take a
Okay,
look.
so the bar is so low, it's not going to take much for dollar strength to resume.
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
that's the drift, right?
Yeah, but if the reading is as expected or worse, the
Hmm.
dollar will be in trouble.
Okay. Well, yesterday you talked about 110.50 in euro. We haven't penetrated that. Not that far away from it.
Yeah, I do.
So
Yeah,
we're pretty close to a line in the sand for you.
yeah, I do believe that if reading this point, we will break through 110 and probably reach that 110.50 price zone, where we have multiple daily highs and lows from the past couple of months.
Right.
I was watching. Sorry to interrupt you, but take a look at what's going on with gold. It's really flat. Market is really restricted in here. So maybe we have a more interesting movement in here if the reading diverges from expectations, guys. Keep that in mind. If the reading comes in line with expectations, we're going to see tepid movements probably across the board. I do believe. But if the reading comes as a surprise, then the market reaction will be far more interesting today. Hello? Are you
Yes.
there? Okay, sorry.
I'm listening to you. Uh,
I, I
I'm
thought,
also, yeah, I agree. The gold not acting good, took out some important support. I was thinking you might have your chance to buy it at 1100 in the weeks or months ahead. We're not
yeah,
that far away.
yeah. I was following the daily chart, and the price has broken below its 100 and 200 moving averages. So I do believe that the risk here is towards the downside, right? But
Yeah.
still, we have a tough floor around 1180, so 78 in fact is a level to watch. So uh, let's see what happens today and how good or bad this GDP reading came.
Regarding the Dow, last week when we talked, I said I was looking for about one pullback to about 18,000, 17,900. It happened in one day. And how's it looking to you now, the
Uh,
Dow?
okay, sorry. I still, no, this is DAX,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's
Wrong
okay.
index, wrong index. And I do believe that the index maintains a middle positive tone, right?
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
still within range, right? It's still unable to run. The market is showing big signs of uncertainty in here, in between uh, risk, right, of the fault and all the ups and downs we're getting from Greece. Really boring at the point. But the market needs to see a bit more clarity there before taking a decision. Furthermore, we have today this GDP reading and next Friday payrolls again. So
Yeah.
my take is that the market will be waiting for those two because we had 1 out of 2, meaning inflation is higher in the US, right? We know that on last Friday. So if employment is also higher or better, those are the two legs where the Fed decision rests, right? Inflation, employment. Therefore, a strong employment figure on Friday should give us the greenback and discourage stocks buyers, and we may get down.
And possibly encourage Yellen to pull the trigger when no one thinks that she will in June.
Not thinking about June, but July, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
And she made it clear earlier, I believe in January, that she says that it's she can pull the trigger in any meeting. It has not to be one of the meetings that has a statement scheduled alongside with the decision. So it can be any time, particularly if we have a strong GDP today and a strong payroll on Friday, next Friday.
Crude oil, Val, I think it attempted a recovery yesterday.
Yeah,
I don't think that we're complete, but it did attempt had a nice recovery yesterday.
yeah, and it recovered above that 58 level, and it's still pressuring the upside, looking slightly bullish. I see
It's
it
a
more,
tough call.
yeah, in a consolidative stage at this point.
Yeah.
Really, I would like it to break above 60 to call for a recovery, a full recovery. At this point, I'm more inclined to go towards the downside, but I don't know. It will depend on
Maybe
how.
it's going to take the euro getting to take out the 108 level for crude to come back down to your 55 range.
Yeah, but still not the clearest one today.
You always say the yen, some of the most major impact on days like this come in U.S. dollar yen.
Yeah, usually the impact comes stronger in here. Again, if we have a divergence between what it actually came out and expectations. But while the peer approach to that 125 level we have been talking up for the past couple of weeks, so uh, uh, I'm still saying bullish, I still believe that the peer can continue advancing. If we take 25, I can't see how far it will go, but it will. It will continue rising if we take 25 and we close the week above it.
Did you know Mauricio was an artist? See that picture he painted of the flowers?
No, I
He's very talented.
Yeah, really?
Mauricio, I was just commenting on your piece of art behind your head. You're an excellent artist.
What? Oh, okay.
The flowers, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, this is like, this is a piece of art.
Is that
Yeah. Back in the 80s, I think when I was like 5 years old, it was in my kindergarten project.
I have decorated my office with old pictures painted by my girls when they were in kindergarten. I have no other painting or
painting by numbers, Venus Paradise coloring set we had here in the States.
Yeah.
Pound is quite interesting, because it continues to drop, it continues to fall. 50 to 60 for me is a major mid-time static support. 52 to 60. Let's go there. We stalled right of 1 pip below it yesterday and recover, and now we are breaking below it ahead of news, which is a bit of surprise for me. But in the case that the dollar gets dumped today, I could think of selling higher in between 53.50 and 53.65. Meaning I will sell higher against these levels. You know what I mean? This is my line in the sun. As long as below this level, I will continue to favor the downside. And if we stand farther below 50 to 60 today, I'm targeting 150, the figure, the round number.
So all the enthusiasm from the UK election has been retraced.
Yeah, it's gone. Now we are thinking about football and the elections in there.
Yeah, it's amazing that problem. You know, we always know that FIFA was doing wrongly, but finally, finally we say the stop, and this is a good point for soccer.
Yeah, sorry, it's soccer in English, not football.
Yeah, I was up to say football, and then I remember.
Anyway.
Did Val win a Coke from you?
We call it football.
Okay. Yeah, what do you guys think? I know you're big football fans. FIFA's like the banks front running FX.
Yeah, well,
there's fraud everywhere.
And they probably got much more money than any other bank around the world.
What, FIFA does?
Yeah, FIFA has billions in dirty money. Anyway, okay, we are 20 minutes.
I thought it was FIFA, first in, first out. No, it's FIFA.
Yeah.
FIFA is a mafia, right? You know.
Yeah. The FIFA mafia.
Okay, well, let's explain. Yeah, let's explain people how it will work. Guys, we have a 30 seconds delay in the live broadcasting. So the data will come up with us in 30 seconds with delay. So you can check the data, you can watch the numbers, have the initial reaction, and 30 seconds after that, we will start covering the reaction of the reaction, as they'll say. So just to make sure that everybody understands what is the process here in the live coverage.
Okay. Market is in wait and see mode. We are waiting for the news. Everyone's waiting for the news.
Lately, we've been getting pretty good movement before the release. It's almost like algos are pushing it before the release to get their positions on.
Well, I'm usually not expecting much from this second revision of a GDP because it's the second revision. The first one is the one that really moves the market, right? And the second and the third one tend to be a bit disappointing, meaning they don't offer strong movements. Today the case may be different because of what we have been commenting about the market running towards the greenback after latest inflation readings, and now investors a bit concerned that maybe they moved too fast, too early. But for the most, I'm not expecting much for today, to be honest. I'm expecting little. I have no big expectations today. Let's see if I get a surprise.
I think the bigger surprise would be that the euro bottomed at 108 because people were looking for lower levels. It would surprise me. I was looking for at least 107.60. But we held the 61.8 back of the whole up move right there at this week's lows. So it could have been it right there.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for 78.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm actually looking for between 107.60, 106.5 year levels. There's some measured moves on
there, yeah.
4-hour chart that could take you to 106.50 if you just do an arithmetic count from like 114 130 to 110.5, and you subtract 4 from 10.5, voila, 106.50.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Now, I was saying that according to Valeria's comments before about the second revision or third revision, Valeria, do you remember that in the third quarter from the past year, it was a higher revision in the second estimate from 3.5 to 3.9, and then in the last revision, it was like a 5%. So maybe a good revision to the upside, it could surprise the market.
Yeah,
That would do it.
it will be a big surprise because for most data over the first 3 months of the year was beyond disappointing in the US.
Also, the market's leaning the wrong way. A lot of people came in selling the dollar looking for a weak number today. You had Canada come off from a 3 drive, you had the yen pull back a little bit, and you had a continued pop in euro. So people trying to front run a weak number, there's going to be some liquidation if it's not, Mauricio. Very good point.
Yeah.
But what do I know? I'm just a blind squirrel in the middle of the forest on a moonless night looking for a nut.
Yeah, we are a group of blind squirrel.
Oh yes, yeah. There's been a transformation. I forgot. I'm not a squirrel, a blind squirrel anymore.
I was
a ferocious lion.
I was on the idea that you were all
Come on,
lions.
Valeria.
What will I be next year?
I would think
Barracuda.
I don't know. Well,
I'm going to be a
Barracuda. I will be a marlin.
a what?
A marlin.
He's going to be a
Yeah.
okay, well, we're going to have marlin steaks over the weekend. So thank you very much. Marlin's good. People catch them in Cabo.
Especially
people go to Cabo to catch marlin.
Yeah.
All right, let's catch, besides fishing, let's fish for some pips after this reaction. I was short Canada. I got out with a few pips yesterday because of the GDP, and then it continued to slide another 50, 60 pips. So I wouldn't mind a surprise and more of a advance in the dollar to sell into. I think that we're close to correction levels, and they either started in Canada from yesterday, or there's one more high to 25.5 to 26. But then I do think there's going to be a nice pullback in Canada. Yeah. And you compare Canada to the yen on the daily. You know, a lot of people trying to top pick the yen, and I think there could be some type of top pick there, but look at the CAD daily, we're still under the 128 level. Okay, yeah. Why short a market making new highs? Better to short a market making lower highs.
Well,
you don't have to be a hero. You don't have to be a hero.
Yeah, I don't tend to compare dollar yen against any other cross when it gets into a trend, because it's pretty unstoppable. It's a bear that never looks back. You know, when it gets into a trend, it gets, and that's it. You like it, you don't like it. If it rises, it rises. If it falls, it falls. I mean, it's hardly a pair that completes pullbacks. You know what I mean? It's always,
well, I don't know.
Yeah.
128 to 119 was pretty good.
Yeah, but it's pretty. Pullbacks are pretty shallow usually in dollar Japanese yen. It's pretty stubborn when it gets into a trend, so it's rather better follow it than waiting for a big retracement that you will never get.
Well, I'm in the camp right now, and I have been for a while, even when we were up at 114. Initially, I thought we would take out the 110.50 bulls, take their stops out, and I'm in the camp that we're not going to take out the 104 low. It could be deep. It could be, 107 to 105. But I'm looking for a higher low and then a move back towards 120. So that's my preferred scenario coming into the euro. So I wouldn't mind one more flush out in euro. It's already diverging. So
Yeah.
I'm in the camp of the lows were made, at least for now, before we get. I think we're going to have to trade 120, 123 before the bear case could come back into play for a break under parity. That's from the buy-in.
Okay.
But do you really believe that the euro will reach parity? So I
No,
don't
well,
see
I
the
think
euro dollar going through.
the structure of the market is it could be an ABC from 104 up to 114 down to 107. Then 1.618 of that 1,000 pip move would take us to 123, 1,600 pips. And that could be just a wave 4 with one more capitulation decline to come. But,
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But
yeah.
I'm asking your consideration, your opinion. Parity or not parity?
I think no parity. I think that was the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I think
And you know, if you really
104
want some,
is a
if
good
you really
point.
want some long-term counts, you'll want to put me in a straitjacket. I think the euro could make new highs and the dollar make new lows. So, how about 180 euro
Yeah,
over the next couple of years? I knew
yeah,
you'd
yeah.
smile about that. Now I know it's a good call because people laugh at it. All right, you know, if people are in agreement with me, I know 180. I'll bet you a Coke by 2017. And the catalyst for that might be
2017,
what?
180.
180.
180
Write it
by
down.
2017. What? What? Okay.
Write it down.
I think you will owe me more than a Coke.
All right, a 12 pack of I'll get you a natty pack.
Yeah.
A natty pack is 30 natural lights that I get for $15 here at CVS. So I'll ship it to you in Cocoa Beach. And you have to drink them all in one day.
No way.
With your friends.
I barely drink like a Coke, like one Coke by a month. I don't really like Coke. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about beer. How about beer? Can you drink 30 beers in a day?
Well, one day I did it. Right now, I'm not sure. I'm not pretty sure. I'm getting older, so you know, the headache afterward will
Oh,
be
yeah. You'd have a hangover.
legend.
Your
Yeah.
girlfriend wouldn't like you for about a week after that.
I think, changing of topics, I think FIFA president has been re-elected.
Don't you?
Yeah.
Well,
Has been re-elected today.
he has Putin behind him, Mauricio.
Putin
Putin
and
came
Qatar.
Putin's supporting the guy because he cut a deal for FIFA to come to Russia.
Yeah, but only Putin. This is the whole establishment, the whole system is backing that guy. So it's complicated.
Yeah.
Complicated. But yesterday I read some newspaper, some reports that say that the real target is him. For the investigation, the real target is Sepp Blatter. So maybe one day. So we are 5 minutes to go here. So we are expectation of minus
Cable supports
0.8.
holding, getting 2 positive candles before the number.
There is a comment here. Crazy Pip is asking for a short Euro Yen right now. What's your opinion on this?
On what?
He's short the dollar Japanese.
Short dollar Japanese yen right now. What are you
I'd like to see one more high. I scalped it yesterday. I'm flat. I'd like to see another high. for
The
a
one,
potential short. I would do nothing in front of the number. It's a roulette
yeah, of
bet.
course.
Yeah, particularly if you are trading short term, uh, you have to keep your hands away of your mouse. We have this area around 2360. If the pair breaks below it, then it can go lower. But so far, what I have been seeing in here is that the market has been surging, buying have been appearing around this level. So
It would be a natural for it to come back to 22. That was a pretty big breakout. If you just had a straight line against 22, if you go back to dailies or
yeah,
4 hours, 22 was a big area. It just blew through it like a hot knife through butter.
yeah,
But
there,
that was a pretty big area.
yeah. And here we are noise in the background.
No, it's, I think it's you, maybe. Yeah. But
No,
yeah, I will try to avoid some noise.
it's not really huge, but it appears there. Okay.
Yeah, we're testing that. So if it works well, yeah, sure we will think of changing in the month ahead, in the next weeks. But yeah, we are just in testing phase, so it will take a couple of days, a couple of weeks yet. But I think it will work. Right now we have, well, let me comment some stats right now, just 3 minutes before. We have reached like a 80, yeah, we have reached like 800 people right now. So in this 30 minutes, so it's a good good crowd here. Right now we are like
So
100 and 160, 155% just follow us.
right now we need the market to back us up with some interesting movements. So Swiss fresh, yeah, Swiss franc at really lows. Yeah, we're almost there, guys.
Yeah, guys, you remember that we have a delay of 30 seconds, so you can watch the data, watch the initial reaction, and 30 seconds, we will be start speaking about that, about the about the reaction of the reaction. I think well, yeah, the thing with YouTube is that the YouTube adjusts automatically the resolution in the back of the user. So it could close another software, or but it's here we are broadcasting well.
Yeah,
So it's
his
a yeah. Sorry.
I'm checking in my second screen, and in fact, it's a poor resolution. He's right. You can't see the much there.
Well, if you want, you can click in the settings button
Okay, there
and
we go.
then click in the yeah yeah where we go.
Oh, yeah, poor dollar is surging strongly. We have really bad readings in Canada GDP numbers, and that's why dollar CAD is rising so big. And yeah, the number was revisited. U.S. GDP. was a bit above expectations, minus 0.7, meaning it's worse than the previous one. So not really good news for the greenback, but it's better than expected, which was minus 0.8. Personal consumption and also weak number in the US. So actually, little room for a big dollar rally, except against Canadian dollar, which has really disappointing GDP readings, really below expected, negative ones. Euro tested 950, which is a strong support area, and bounced there, but it's below 110. So those, yeah, yeah,
Excuse, excuse me, Dale. The thing is that the first quarter has been revised to minus
0.
7.6 from 0.2.
Yes, not really a good number. And that's
Yeah.
really uh, market is, as I was expecting, not doing much. But anyway, if the pound can get firmly above 52.60, it will remain in the bearish side for me. And if the euro loses this 950 level, it can extend its decline because it's, in the forward charts, if you take a look, it has been stalling around it a lot. Not only now, but in the past. Give me a second. I will remove all the dirt so we can get it a bit clearer picture. I will let small take a look where 950 level has provided support and resistance many times. What? Are you okay? Yeah, and we need to there. So overall, it's this regarding what happens today. It's showing that the U.S. economy has had a really hard time over the first quarter. Uh, I don't know, but that's surely not favoring the case for a rate hike in June, July, August, whatever, right? So maybe the dollar will finally capitulate to this number as the market gets it. But so far, it's not getting it. It's not getting the message. And what do you mean? 72? Yeah, there we are. Yeah. Okay. Indeed. The market is not providing much.
Well, the next week we will have Fed interest rates and no, well, sorry, the ECB interest rate, I think.
Well, the ECB won't move rates, won't make any kind of announcement. The fact is that ever since the ECB launched quantitative easing, meetings tend to be a bit more of a non-event, you know. The only thing that can move the market with the ECB now is in fact Draghi's speech if he said something different over the economic policy than what he have already said, meaning if they plan to increase the amount of quantitative easing or something like that, because uh, even if he made a hawkish speech, right? He has been already doing that for the past 2 months. He has been cheering up how great is quantitative easing working, how happy he is with the results. So I don't expect much from the ECB, neither Bank of England, which are scheduled for next Wednesday and Thursday, right? I do believe that the market attention will flip towards,
Wednesday.
yes, Wednesday the ECB and Thursday the Bank of England. And on Friday, so the
Yeah.
market will flip towards Friday and the non-farm payrolls. As I said, the Fed decision to rise rates has two legs. One is inflation, the other one is employment. We had a higher inflation, so maybe we need a strong employment reading to make markets regain confidence in a soon rate hike. Sorry, that was I mean. There we go. The dollar is losing some ground, particularly against the euro and the pound. I don't know. For me, it's not a good number, but it's maybe not bad enough yet. Market is not getting conscious that it's really a bad number.
Yeah, the euro is just going up, is
Ready
testing
to break above
daily
1.
highs. Well, and also we will have Eurozone GDP on next Friday, so this will be a really nice cocktail.
The pound is heading towards 53. I would expect some battle around that level between buyers and sellers. The euro is unable to move of that 50 pips range, 950, 110. I would expect some stops either side of that 50 pips range. So maybe if those get triggered, we can see a better move. Stocks are down on the news. Really, the U.S. economy has did awfully in the first quarter of this 2015, and that's no good news for stocks traders. There we go. Bit of a bearish momentum in the euro. Bearish momentum in the dollar. Sorry for that.
And the dollar trading at highs.
Ready to break 110 in 1, 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Yeah, the Swiss is just in lows in a week. The dollar Swiss.
That was a good one, yeah.
Nice trade. Yes.
Where? Sorry, I was reading the question. I didn't pause. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I saw a comment in the room and I was trying to read it, but it was Mauricio. It's
Nice.
raining.
They're talking about the LAR chat room. Daily is talking about the LAR chat room.
Yeah, I know. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Watch the Lord Japanese Chen. It didn't give back one pip, despite the news was not that good. The euro got rejected from 110, 20 pips lower. Uh, I didn't hear how many pips so. Okay.
There is a question in the chat. That is, do you think the euro go high in the late hour?
And it will go higher if it takes 110. If it does not, it can. It needs to take 110 to go higher. For me,
So your line in the sun is 110.
yeah. Right now,
It makes sense. And after that, we have a 110.15, and then all the way on to 111.
Yeah, 1120. 1120, huge resistance level. But it's way too far away right now for me to even consider it. If a pound closes
Yeah.
this candle, this early candle below 52.60, I see a little room for an upward continuation there. And I'm a bit of amazed with Aussie and Shen because NATO was able to advance a bit against the greenback with this news. So that's telling me that the strong selling interest prevails in both currencies. I know this candle slow in Aussie could make it a good short for the short term, 20 pips maybe. No, I don't think we're going anywhere. As I told you before we start, usually the second revision is uh, we have more expectations than what the market actually offers, you know? The
We
last,
always do.
yeah, well, but with the GDP reading, the first and the third readings are the ones that actually trigger some real action in the market. Anyway, uh, I mean reaction in the short term, right? In the longer run, of course, it's relevant, really relevant. The US economy shrunk in the first quarter, right? From a tepid growth, we jumped to a big shrunk. So I don't like it at all for my dollar bullish long-term case based on rate hikes. You know what I mean? Where do I see the euro right now? I don't see it going much anywhere. That's what exactly I'm saying. I would like to break below 950 or above 110 to see it moving somewhere. If it does not, if we remain range bound, it will be a pain until next Friday, the euro. You know, I will try to turn my attention somewhere else. Dollar can find some support in antipodean currencies. Both Aussie and CAD are sliding. Gold is flat. That keeps
There
the
is
risk
more comments in the chat.
here in the weekly, forming possible high-low. Greece effect. God knows how Greece will play in here. Uh, you know, we have a payment due next week to the IMF that the country can face. EU officials are saying that they won't reach an agreement before the day. Greece has announced they had reached a deal, and the comments come move back and forth. Honestly, I'm starting to think that if Greece actually defaults, the euro can run on relief, which is the unthinkable scenario, right? But at this point, I have always said that the ECB and all the creditors, in fact, had put too much money already into Greece that they can't afford letting it go. So my take is that it's not going to be Greece the one that gives up, but the rest of her creditors. Another unthinkable thing. Anyway, it's just an idea. Okay. No, but what I am following the weekly and in the daily chart is that the pair has got rid of all the extreme oversold readings, right? And turned back bearish, and in both time frames, it's trading below its 20 simple moving average, before the 100 simple moving average. The weekly, we can even think about moving average right now. But for the 100, the purple, this one, yeah, blue. Ah,
Hmm.
the, in the week, no, 28, 29. So it's unthinkable. Ah, yeah, sorry. 1050. Watch. Oh, yeah, that's a huge resistance. So as long as we, yeah, so as long as below that level, take a look at the daily again. We corrected extreme oversold ratings. We even reached over both one when we reached 1470, and then we'll go back. And the general bias is bearish in the charts, in the big charts. So unless we take 110.50, I'm not seeing much of a case of a bullish euro, sustainable bullish euro. And about the dollar to minutes yen, as I was saying earlier today, the pair is bullish. And when it gets into a trend, it does not look back. Despite the dollar may be losing ground against other currencies, the pair is just there sitting, consolidating because no one wants to sell and everyone wants to see it going higher, right? So we are in wait and see mode. Either we enter a consolidated stage or some positive dollar news will boost it higher. As long as about 23.65 in the short term, this area, right? I do believe that the upside remains favored right now. If we lost this level, well, maybe see a deeper corrective movement, approach to 23, 22.90, right there. And then buying interest will likely surge there back. But I'm not seeing much of a bearish case in here. Yeah, the year is not within range, 50 pips range. Unless we break it, we are not going to see much. Yeah, thank you for Ali for saying that. We are talking about end month. Today is the last day of the month. So maybe we can see some interesting movements by the last trading London hour, from profit taking, booking, whatever. But take a look at commodity. Flat, flat, flat. Which is, yeah, ever since, yeah, that ever since the Switzerland National Bank left the peg, I, I forgot to watch this there, yeah, I have the chart there, but I don't know. It's like a picture in the wall. 93.80, we have a 61.8, 20 pips below current level. So yeah, we have a big pivot there. Maybe if we take it, we can see some downward momentum and the euro breaking higher, but flat, flat, flat for now. Sam says, is the wave missing? Sam, to be honest, I'm unable to see waves. I don't understand the Elliott waves. Meaning, I do understand the theoretical of the analysis, but I can't see it unless someone else sees for me. So honestly, I can help you with that. I hate Elliott waves. Really hate. Someone's asking if I think the euro can go up to 1040, and if it takes 110, it can, but if it does not, it can't. We need to take 110 first. Yes, we have Chicago's PMI and Michigan sentiment both expected higher. So that may be one of the reasons the market is not reacting much. And if they actually take higher as expected or even better, then the dollar can get back in the little ground lost against pound. Yeah, usually till Friday when we have second GDP readings. Next one will be a WASM. Yeah. Okay. Well, we had the second revision for the first quarter GDP reading. It resulted that the American economy shrunk 0.7% during those 3 months against the 0.8% decline and previous 0.2% upward reading, right? So overall, the number is better than expected, but worse than previous, sorry. And that is not good news for the dollar, to be honest, for me. Nevertheless, the greenback seems to be holding pretty well against most of its rivals. The market is not yet ready to dump completely the greenback. Still is not ready to buy it. Okay, I will be waiting for more data for taking stronger positions in the greenback. Anyway, the euro needs either to move above 110 or below 1950 to give us some trading opportunities today in the short term. And I believe that if we don't take those levels today, if we don't see much of an action today, the market will remain range bound until next Friday when we have U.S. payroll figures, right? And that's will be the key. Again, we cannot break it for the dollar. And that's pretty much it. Okay.
Okay, guys, we will continue in the live analysis room for 2 more hours, continuing the coverage, posting the link so you can click here and then come with us in the live analysis room. It's really nice. Deli, can you tell us why it's so important to be in the live analysis room in the LAR?
It's
It's
great.
free.
Anyway, bye bye, guys. I will leave you now and see you back soon. Okay.
Okay.
Same for everyone. Bye bye.
Okay. Thank you, Valeria. Have a good day.
Thank you. Big kisses. Bye bye.
Thank you very much. Bye bye. So then we will change into the live analysis room right now. So let me make sure that everybody moves with us. Let me, yeah. Here is in the live analysis room. So you just click login and enter. You have to put your email. So it's that we only ask for you, and then you can enjoy with us, all of the community. There is like 60 traders, sometimes over 100 traders commenting ideas, sharing strategies. Yeah, with the leadership of our anchor, the life from. So everybody, thank you very much for contribution. Your join us here. See you next time. Bye bye.